Hello scrapbooking friends, and thank you for joining me for another video. So we are back in the house of scrap doing our scrapbooking, housekeeping and fix and file. We're on album number 32, which is album 5 of 2021, and I'm showing you 26 layouts today. So final album of 12 by 12 layouts, 32 albums in total. Yeah, wow, so many. But I've actually got another, is it 54 albums? I've got 22 albums, some of which I've got Project Life in them, and some of which are now probably empty. But once I've finished this album and I have moved on to file them, I will have a quick, stock take, as you might say, and see what's what with the statistics. So this album was a powder blue vinyl type We Are Memory Keepers album. So this first layout is just pattern paper here with a couple of strips, probably branding strips. I've popped along these lines here, and then I've added 2 Bramble Fox pieces. I've got stamping here. Chester was settled on the ferry, Buddy was a bit lively, and then 2 paws stamped there. Stamping again, Bramble Fox title piece. Flare pieces here with twine, baker's twine, and some wood anchors on the top of those 2. This is obviously a paw print one. 2 sort of acrylic type glittered hearts, 2 glitter domes. Oh, and the same here, so I've done 3 clusters, haven't I? And a little bit of stamping here and there. This next one is rather vibrant, isn't it? Bright pink, as you probably know. I never usually do pink layouts, but when I'm documenting my pink cheeks, it's quite appropriate. So lovely, lovely bold pink here. Cerise pink, textured cardstock. Project Life card here, Project Life card here. Yeah, that is printed on the Project Life card. I've got 2 heart paper clips, heart metal pieces here. They possibly Bramble Fox, those 2 hearts there. I've got a rose flare piece, and some 2 London Taxi puffies with some pink baker's twine. So I'm kind of throwing my pink embellishments at this layout, and I probably haven't got that many of them. Black Simple Stories colour Vibe Foam Alpha. Whilst in London, I wore a face covering almost all the time, except when in my room. 3 days of breathing through fabric made my cheeks go pink. I don't think I'd have managed another day. Gosh, yeah, I remember that. That's when I went back to London to see all my postponed shows. This is pattern paper with a sort of 1 inch gap with 1 inch kind of frame here, and then another pattern paper in the middle. I think these are Bella Besties, these 2 pattern papers, and then this paw print. I think that's Wild Whisper. So yeah, we've got a sort of a 1/2 inch frame here, maybe a 1.5 inch frame here. So we've got 2 paw flares, 2 Bramble Fox hearts, 2 cork pieces. We've got a banner, cut down Project Life card, title here in a flat chipboard alpha. We've got some green baker's twine, and this one's not stuck down. I'll have to check to see if the others are going to come loose. Probably. I do normally add adhesive to my thickers. I don't know. Yeah, they're not very well stuck, so I will come back to that one later. I've got this 4x6 landscape photo of Chester mounted onto grey textured cardstock. The sort of the clusters, I suppose that's a cluster with a small banner, and this is a cluster with a larger banner. Then we've got the journaling on this cut down Project Life card. Chester playing ball at God's Hill Park. I will repair that one later. This is Cartabella pattern paper, my favourite pattern papers of all time. Very busy, always wanted to use it, never kind of figured out how until I decided to document these photos of me climbing the Cat Bells mountain in the Lake District. We're in the Lake District on holiday, and we were watching a programme on the last night that we were there, just about walks. I think it was Julia Bradbury, and she climbed this mountain, and it was kind of like it's a mountain, but it's a small mountain. So we just decided to do it the next day. So 2 4x6 landscape photos and a square one here mounted onto white texture cardstock. This is with the doggies, and this is me at the top stamping here. Bramble Fox, That's a chipboard piece. This is a flare, and then these two little die cut pieces here, the great outdoors and the mountains are calling. I've got a little puffy mountain here, puffy title, climbing cat bells. And I'm just saying, we climbed cat bells on the last day of our holiday in the Lake District. We had seen it featured on a TV programme the night before. It is a small mountain and a relatively easy climb. It was a challenge for me and I was proud of myself. It wasn't that easy, to be honest. But obviously a lot easier than other mountains, which I've never climbed. Black texture cardstock, this vibrant sort of pink purple texture cardstock. This is one of the texture cardstocks, if I got a multicoloured pack, which would be the, you know, the one that wouldn't get used. And I've kind of fitting it in with the colour of the stool that Chester's lying on there. Then I've got pink texture cardstock, and I've done some stenciling with my Tim Holtz stencil. 4x6 landscape photo of Chester mounted onto white texture cardstock. 3 faceted gems. And then I've got all these tags here, and I've added a flare and a faceted gem to each one. A little bit of, what do you call it? Enamel accents in 2 places here. And then I've inked up this wood title piece here. I've stamped Chester's name, a large paw, and the date. Vibrant, bright layout. This is a Christmas layout. So this is, I think this might be Vicky Booten pattern paper. Very, very busy pattern paper, which I do like to use a lot. I've added flair to some of the baubles here. I've added the title to this one in silver chipboard glitter alpha. Bamboo fox piece here. For photo here, portrait photo of the Christmas tree when we lived in London. So this was 1993. And then I've mounted that onto this red and white spotty pattern paper. When we lived in Kingsbury, we had a white tree just like Elvis did at Graceland. So yeah, if it's good enough for Elvis, it's good enough for me. As with, you know, Colgate toothpaste, I always use Colgate toothpaste because that's what Elvis used. And I've just put in brackets here from Harrods. So my husband used to work in Harrods, the department store, and we purchased it from Harrods. And rather sadly, we don't have that anymore. We did pass it on to a family member. Yeah, lovely white Christmas tree. Yeah, kind of wish we still had that now. So this is Christmas 1993 again. So I'm obviously doing throwbacks here. This is a half and half. Beige coloured texture cardstock with washi tape. And this, I think Vicky Booten script pattern paper. Festive pattern paper. There's some staples here that I've added in places. I've got 4x6 portrait photo of me here at my parents' house, mounted onto craft cardstock, then tracing paper, stapled, washi tape, flare badges, some textured layered stickers here in different places, chipboard heart, the year in a puffy there, chipboard stars from Vicky Booten, another layered sticker there, and then this, I think this is Simple Stories, this little textured layered Santa, and then Christmas at my parents' house, that's 1993 again, and that's my my Disney denim shirt that I had back then, which I still wish I still had now. Right, brown texture cardstock, beige texture cardstock, framed, 3 card candy pieces in each corner here, leopard print. So I'm kind of like going with the leopard print theme because of my leopard print mask here. I've got this Cartabella textured camera paper as a banner piece there, or a band. I've got this fabric leopard print back. It's card backed fabric. Arrows, a Sizzix camera here from a die that I've got, leopard print flare piece, my theatre themed mask stamp there, hashtag mask, and musical, oh I've done it in 2 places, so musical flare here with the camera again, so the camera in 2 places, and it's kind of a top left to bottom right, isn't it? And this looks like a design that I may have followed, like a scrap lift or something. So this is kind of like a lilac coloured pattern textured cardstock with this dog themed pattern paper, very bold again, which I like. 4x4 square photo of the 3 doggies here, and not quite 4x6, maybe 3x6 landscape of the doggies again. I don't know if you can see where they're all lying there. So yeah, just document the doggies, I think. 2 Project Life cards, flares with twine around them. I've got a house paperclip, a bone paperclip, some glitter domes in here, a glitter acrylic heart, another heart to match the heart on the pre-printed card there. I've got a faceted gold gem in the lens of the camera. This is a die cut piece and I've outlined it. There's some more hearts here. The yellow baker's twine as well. A house without a cavalier obstacle course is not a home. Isn't that true? Yeah, dog themed banner piece here, and then I've just cut this out from something. Everything here is wonderful. So I've got 3 paw acrylic pieces, not Bramble Fox. I think Poppy's Crafty Owl. 3 wood dogs here, and then this is Bramble Fox in that lovely colour. I just absolutely love that colour in Bramble Fox. And then I've got some gems here and here and here and here and here. So yeah, very, very busy layout, but very nice layout, and it features my Elvis as well. Black textured cardstock, pattern paper, kind of industrial kind of pattern paper. This was a sketch, I'm sure of it. So I've got a cluster in the bottom left and a cluster in the top right. And then I've got these clusters with the glitter domes and the black wood hearts here, here and here. And then I've got layers or little strips of pattern paper. I've got paws, playing cards, cameras, arrows, and it's, yeah. So this was when the new Bond film came out, and I've just got these, my husband's bow ties on the doggies, and it was just, yeah, the new Bond film, because I do like a Bond film. So I've also got here some puffies. So I've got clapperboard and film reel puffy, playing cards, dominoes, or not dominoes, dice. And then here I've got the popcorn, the cola and the clapperboard again, and they're all puffies, or yeah, they're puffies. This comes from the regular movie theme set that I buy of stickers from the range. I've got a flare piece here, puffy, date, Simple Stories Colour Vibe Foam, puffy, another hashtag. So I've got hashtag Cavalier Bond, and I've punched a heart and stamped viewing party onto that. And then I've just said Buddy and Chester are all set for the new Bond film. Oh my gosh, I really like that layout. I should frame it. So this layout is, see if these are stuck. They might need a little bit of help. So this is the first layout on my YouTube channel, 2021, October 2021. So everything from now onwards is on my YouTube channel, either a process or a share. And the ones here were just the ones that are in the album. All the others are probably already filed in theme. So this might not be all the layouts that I created after this time in 2021, but it's all the ones that I'd not filed by theme, or maybe they were in a frame and I just popped into the back of the album. So yeah, so these, if you wanted to go and look at any of these process videos, you're more than welcome to do that. Brown texture cardstock, Bella Besties pattern paper, 3 clusters here with a flare, a gem heart and a wood heart. Stamped to home on this one. 4 3x4 photos mounted in a closed grid on a sort of a light textured cardstock with washi tape. Chipboard title here, project life card, corrugated tag, craft tag, eyelets, baker's twine, those lovely glittered gold acrylic hearts with a little wood piece against each one, and then I've stamped some little mice. Can you see? Little mice, because we had trouble with mice after we had our Ray-Ban took out from the kitchen because it was no longer viable, and so we had this gap in between the kitchen cupboards for, can you see that? I think you can, for quite a while, and the mice kept coming in. After months of putting up with a Ray-Ban sized gap in the kitchen, it's finally been filled. The gateway for mice has been blocked, and we haven't had any trouble with them since. We finally realised that there was a hole at the back there and they were coming in that way, because we tried blocking everywhere, so many different places, and they were still coming in, and that was the reason. So then this guy, our builder guy, who is amazing, just completely filled that gap with a new cupboard that looks exactly like the rest of the kitchen. And this was in 2021. The kitchen was fitted in 2012 when we moved in. So yeah, he done an amazing job. Amazing builder. Bella Besties pattern paper. This is sort of not quite half and half. This is slightly larger on this side, so maybe 7x5. This is this lovely pattern paper. I don't know, snowy cottage winter pattern paper. Love it. Always wanted to use it and never really, because to me it's more American than British. Doesn't really fit with here that much, maybe Scotland. But yeah, so but I just wanted to, I always wanted to use it, and I've managed to use it on this layout. So this is another throwback layout to Christmas 1990. What have we got here? We've got some gems, glitter domes, 6x6 pattern papers layered here with a 4x6 portrait photo of me. This metal tree came from, it was that Merry and Bright set. We Are Memory Keepers, I think, and it was very pink. Although it's Christmas, it was very pink themed, and it was a lovely, lovely set. So that came from there. This is Ellie's studio. I've cut my own tag here in pattern paper. I've set an eyelet and twine, baker's twine. Bramble Fox in that lovely colour again. Vicky Boot in heart and star. 2 flare with little reindeer over them. Wood reindeer that I've inked in pink. Some Tim Holtz washi. Tim Holtz phrase sticker. Some little simple stories, welly boots there, Santa's boots, a little house, and this chipboard Ellie Studio alphabet there. And what have I said? Christmas at Street Lane, age 20. This was the first year that my husband joined us. So yeah, I'm 20 there, but I don't look it, do I? I look really young. Don't have that problem anymore. Okay, brown texture cardstock, pattern paper. Very small frame here, and this must have been a mixed media challenge because I've added some watercolour in the background here, which is not something I would ordinarily do. These lovely little square embellishment pieces here, layered pattern papers, sort of doggy themed. This photo of the 3 doggies, I've chomped the corners here, and on the texture cards that I've layered that onto. I think this was a sketch. This is bottom left to top right, isn't it? Puffy title layered onto tracing paper or vellum. I've got that lovely little Chamel box of crayons Cavalier. Oh, sticker. So love those. It may have been a cut apart. It looks like a sticker though, because it doesn't look as though I've cut that out because it's too neat. Flare, bowl, acrylic piece or plastic, wood bone, and a little bit stamping here. Yeah, that was definitely a sketch. White texture cardstock, plaid Christmas pattern paper here. What have we got? It's just busy, isn't it? We've got some Santa's belt ribbon, foam ho 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 in a plaid, flare, chipboard, Tim Holtz flashcard, puffies. I've used my glossy enamel accents again in the 3 colours, red, black and white. And this is just flat stickers, puffy Santa, flare piece, 2 flares here of course, washi tape, phrase stickers, this photo of 3 dog toys, a huge Santa chipboard piece here, maybe simple stories, a couple of little puffy dot and a puffy heart, and phrase stickers again. And I've just said a festive sprout for Chester and a couple of festive squeakies for Buddy off to Santa. Oh, sending them off to Santa. So yeah, busy layout about dog toys. This is Bella Bestie's pattern paper again. So this is documenting all the cross stitches that I've done in a year. I remember getting cross with myself when I made this layout because I think I made a mistake here, and I was doing it on camera and I was like a bit nervous, I think, and made a mistake and kind of sort of made it better, but not really. You can still see where I made the mistake there, but never mind, it doesn't matter, I've kept it. And I was also cross with myself because I missed off one cross stitch, which was the Welsh dragon one that I did for my nephew's fiance. But yeah, almost all of them are here. Some of these are very small, some of them are large. This one's very large. This was not massive, but A4 size maybe, and some of these were just to go on cards and things. And this one I did my friend, and I really want to do that for myself. I really need to get that one again. So cross stitch flare, puffy title. I've done stitching. I think there might have been a challenge or something because I've done a little cross stitch in baker's twine in 3 places. This is a cut down Project Life card. I started cross stitching during the second lockdown in 2020 and have so far completed 20 projects in a year. And another flare here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yes, I'm pretty sure I missed off the dragon. I'm sure I did that in 2020. But that was for my cousin. That was for our friends in America. This was for Mum. This was for Scrappy Kathy. My friend. My friend, this went on a card, Mum, Moira, yeah, loads of different ones. This for me, I kept that one for me, kept that one for me. I gave that one to Mum, that was a gift for a friend, yeah, so lots of different ones there. It's quite interesting seeing them like that because I've done a lot more since then. So I should really do a layout with those on. Green texture cardstock, very mixed media-ish pattern paper with the circle printed onto the paper, and I've used that to create this circle of embellishment. So flare pieces, sequins and bramble fox title. I've used that enamel, glossy enamel again. Little clusters here of faceted gems and pearls. Lovely little square pieces here, a little chipboard for the title, and then just a photo of me onto vellum. Just a piece from a notebook here. A trip to the beach is always a favourite day. This time we went over to Colwell, and a chipboard here again. So yeah, just documenting a trip to the beach there. Just me and the photo. Oh, I love this layout. Vicky Boot pad paper. What was it called? The collection. Can't remember, but I liked it a lot. Lovely long photo here of the sheep in the field printed onto A4 landscape. I've added some just sort of little thin strips of pattern paper here. This is brown texture cardstock with a photo, so this is top left to bottom right, but I've actually put the title in the top right, which is quite unusual. Simple Stories colour vibe. This came from the collection. Flare pieces from the collection, die cut pieces, washi tape. These tags from the collection, some little glittered leaves here, stickers, flare here. I've stamped bar onto this little arrow piece, a little bit of washi here, another one of those stickers, and I've stamped woof woof here. We took the dogs for a local walk and the sheep were in the field. They scarpered when Buddy was woofing. Oh my gosh. So this is a grey texture cardstock with this sort of light blue teal coloured texture cardstock. Two photos here, unusual sizes, that might be 4x4, onto this very light cream coloured texture cardstock. This is documenting our new windows, so I've definitely got a line here with embellishment, haven't I? So I've got these wood frames with the little dots, enamel dots again, black dots, flare, wood dots, a little snowflake punched out there, a little metal snowflake here, a metal house clip. Just a lovely line there of embellishments, which I really like. And then I've sort of created a frame here of Nye above and below the photo cluster. I've cut these out myself with a squeeze tool. This is a stamp that I've got of my home. Tag that in a craft tag that is pre-cut. Some ribbon here, that lovely ribbon that I used before. A little tassel here, added with baker's twine. The windows being replaced in mid-December is not ideal timing. They are all ready for Christmas though. So yeah, that was not great in winter, but I had a little break on the island. I went over and stayed in a little holiday cottage for a few days whilst it was all being done. I left my husband to it. Okay, this is I'll go as far as to say that this is a really vile colour. Don't like it at all. Not sure why I used it, to be honest. This is obviously a sketch of some kind, so I've cut these two triangles on the page out of the doggy themed pattern paper. Two photos of the doggies here, portrait in a square one. Lots of little clusters going on, so flare with gems and glitter domes again here, a heart here, some wood pieces going across here, a large flare here. I've done some outlining. Chipboard title, a little bit of stamping here, camera stamped here, a little piece that I've cut out just to add the scissors and hearts and the date, and then this lovely bramble fox title piece there. Chester and Buddy looking very smart indeed after their latest visit to the parlour, and the photos are on tracing paper. This is a Chester layout, and this is a very Cavalier themed patterned paper which I've utilised. 3 flare here. Chester 4x6 landscape photo on tracing paper with a Project Life card sticking out there. Some rick-rack ribbon stapled in place with an eyelet. Chester looking very relaxed and cute. Bit of stamping and a bramble fox piece here. Is it Sunshine Scrapbooking where this came from? I'm not sure, but yeah, they do very, very themed products. I love this. This is one of my favourites. Bella Bestie's pattern paper. Again, this would be a scrap lift or sketch. I've got the torn pattern paper vertically placed here, so this is a vertical layout, centered layout that I like the design of. I've used this was a stencil, I think, Tim Holtz stencil. I've added outline to the leaves, and I've added the enamel berries, and I've created a holly berry here with the berry and the wood leaves, and with these red baker's twine that was, these were in a Christmas, in a Sainsbury's supermarket Christmas wrapping department a few years ago. Lovely reindeer here in that lovely blue. Another flare with some chipboard leaves, and another flare with chipboard leaves. Tim Holtz flashcards, and I've used the Tim Holtz stencil there with texture paste that says Christmas. Chipboard title, so Cozy Christmas. And this is my Elvis sitting with me. And what have I said? A quiet moment with Elvis before the big day. This was on the 23rd of December. We're getting through these. It's quite a lot, isn't there? Lovely grass pattern paper here with these 3 bands of pattern paper with torn edges and inked edges, and it's definitely a sketch. Washi tape, large flare with a butterfly sticker, a little ladybird piece there, a heart, wood piece, same here, I'm doing it again, aren't I? Flare, wood piece, heart, some little clusters with the butterfly and the little sequins here. I made myself a wood banner here, butterflies again, an arrow puffy, another heart, outline heart, bramble fox piece, puffy title, lots of inked edges, lots of clusters, and just a little journaling piece here that says a lovely Sunday walk up Martiston with my boys, and another butterfly. Don't use butterflies very often. This is tracing paper torn, and the 4x6 landscape photo of my husband and the boys. Another wood piece there. So yeah, very textured layout, like that one. Blue texture cardstock, Bella Bestie's paper in a 4x4 grid. I've stamped these corners on here using a corner sort of stamp. Project Life card here with the other part of it here. 4 wood stars, a bit of stamping. 4x6 portrait photos of me out on a walk at the beach with mounted on tracing paper, puffy title. Banner piece here with washi tape, large flare, 2 small flares. Wild time at the beach and sea were wild, as were the dogs. Yeah, that was a bit of a wild day. Dogs were a bit out of control. Staples, and it was really breezy, and the sea was wild. Yeah, it's just one of those days. So this is a 3-framed pattern layout with brown texture cardstock, orange texture cardstock, white texture cardstock, and this is one of my all-time favourite layouts. So I've got 2 4x6 landscape photos of the rocky road that I made, layered onto white texture cardstock and this lilac coloured texture cardstock. I filled the corners with large flare and 2 smaller flare. Same here. I drew these myself and added enamel glossy accents to them and cut them out to make my own embellishments, and I've added embroidery thread. Chipboard title. I've punched out stars in cardstock and vellum, and I've stamped Boo Eek on there. This is the Ellie Studio tile alphabet stamp, which I've stamped out, cut out and layered on foam over washi tape. Tim Holtz stamped in 2 different colours, and yeah, just absolutely love it. Card candy in this corner. So one of the reasons why I love it is just it looks so vibrant. I really like it to look at, the colours and everything, but also I like the fact that I've made my own embellishments. I've used stamping, I've cut out the title pieces, I've used my punches and my card candy, which is a very old stash item of mine. So yeah, absolutely love it, and the Rocky Road was amazing. I don't think I've done any journaling on there, but I think they were selling them in Marks and Spencer's, and I bought them from Marks and Spencer's, and I remember thinking to myself, oh, I could make them myself. So I had to go at making them myself, and they were very, very nice. Christmas layout, we're getting there towards the end now. Black texture cardstock, red dotty pattern paper here, another sketch, lots of layering here. I've stamped my own Christmas jumper here and added enamel glossy accents to that. Cut it out, washi tape, staples, pattern paper, 4x6 landscape photo here, and I've chomped the corners, laid it onto red cardstock, chipboard frame here from Simple Stories, flare pieces with wood Christmas icons, Ellie Studio stickers, I think they are, or I stamp them and cut them out, lay it on foam. Phrase stickers. I've die cut this Christmas jumper myself. A wood snowflake with a glitter dome. Wood tree. Phrase sticker. This is a cut title that I purchased, I think, ready done. This is a felt holly berry, but it's one that I'd had in my stash for a long time, and I'm not sure whether I took it from another layout or not. I don't recall, but yeah, I'd had it for a long time and it was just using up stash, really. Used up some stash on this layout, and it's documenting my Christmas jumpers for 2021. Final layout, Christmas. Blue texture cardstock, offset snowflake pattern paper, offset slightly, top left to bottom right. Chipboard flare wood piece, phrase stickers, little cluster here of hearts, so button, wood, metal, 3 bramble fox hearts here, chipboard stockings, flare piece, chipboard acrylic title, and this is all, these 2 4x6 portrait photos have been layered onto white or cream cardstock and then onto silver mirror card. Die cut title piece there, a little doggy with antlers. I don't know where that came from. It could have been Shadney, I'm not sure. Flare piece underneath. This is just, it's not actually chipboard, it's just a die cut. 2 die cut pieces layered with the year. Lovely glittered Rudolph foam sticker, one of my favourite embellishments I've had. And this just says Helen and Elvis. A little wood tree here as well. So yeah, just another busy layout documenting me with Elvis at my parents' house at Christmas 2019. So that's all those layouts. So that's 26 layouts, the final album of 2021. The House of Scrap is finished, apart from fixing any that need fixing, filing them by theme, and then making sure that they're all in the right order, so chronological order now in my themed albums, and just kind of assessing how many blank empty albums that I've got, how much capacity that I've got, and I'll come back and tell you which albums I'm using for which theme, that kind of thing, because I've got the white Becky Higgins dot albums, which are my favourite. I've got 6 of those, and I've got quite a few like black and dark blue ones, and then I've got say 4 of some of the others. So depending on how many layouts are in each theme, that's how I'm doing it. I've already kind of decided on that. I just need to switch some of them around a bit now I've done this final album flip through. So yeah, once again, thank you so much for your interest in this project. I will definitely come back with statistics and maybe a flip through of one or 2 of the themes, but it would just be a very, very quick flip through. It wouldn't be like anything else because you've seen them all already. So yeah, thank you for joining me. Stay safe, take care, and I shall see you next time.